We are live for the first time, man. You guys don't want to know what was happening before this came on. This guy over here, Todd Burton, and his crazy self. The trio's back together. Last time Craig was here, we was on the verge of getting canceled because some of the stuff he said about Bob Kraft. And we got a good show for you guys. We got a studio audience too. We got some special guests. There's a lot happening on this show, but we're gonna get right into it. Monday Night Football. And the Lamar Jackson show just continues. This guy is just, I don't know. There's not much you can just say about how he's playing right now because he's just, no one has an answer for him.
He's the ultimate dual threat, man. He is the next Vic, and I'm glad Vic's backing him.
Yo, I think beyond Vic, man, I think we might be looking at one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, and he's Vic. If Vic actually took time to study the playbook and stuff, because Vic, he said it himself, he was just going pure on athleticism for the most part. He wasn't really trying to dissect defenses or anything like that. It was like, look one side, if he ain't open, run. That's pretty much what it is. But the last couple games, they've been going up against good defensive coaches. Pete Carroll, Bill Belichick, Romeo Crennel, and Wade Phillips, and he just, nobody had an answer.
And this is what happens when you actually have an offense that's created around his skill set compared to Vic just being a natural skilled runner and passer. Their offense is actually catered to his skills, and you can see he's flourishing beyond belief.
What I love was that last year, he was really good. He was really fun to watch, and he was a good running quarterback. But then after all the down talk of his ability to throw a ball, he couldn't throw a spiral. The dedication he put into perfecting his craft and becoming a quarterback that's dangerous throwing the ball just as much as he is running the ball. But when he runs the ball, it's magic. It's magic.
I don't know why we should be surprised because he came out the gate scorching in the first game of the season with 5 touchdowns. This is his second 5-touchdown game of the season, and it's just, I think he had 2 back-to-back games where he didn't play up to his par against Pittsburgh and Cleveland. But if you look at it,
but he
all
also
his
has 2 games this season with a perfect passer rating. Like that's crazy to take a guy who couldn't throw a spiral, and now he has 2 games with a perfect passer rating. I mean, that's incredible.
And I think he's surprising the league just because dual quarterbacks don't really do this well throughout the whole year, and he's killing. He's killing it.
I know back-to-back games of a passer rating of 139 and QBR 90, 99.7, 99.7. That's 3 games with the QBR of a 90. So this guy, man, they might as well just give him the MVP right now. So a game that was supposed to be a highly anticipated game, and I would sleep because it was over by halftime. The 49ers put it on the Packers, and it wasn't even close. It was not close at all.
Not at all, man. First of all, for your team to only have 81 passing yards at 227, and you're only getting 2.8 yards per pass, what are you going to do with that?
And they couldn't even, the drop back, he dropped back. There was somebody in his face. Rodgers, every time he dropped back, I don't think he's ever had 5 seconds to throw the ball in that game because every time there was someone in his face.
Yeah, the 49ers have become exceptionally dangerous. That front 4, man, they're all first-round draft picks. With the way being led by Bosa, it's a dangerous defense. And to be honest with you, before this game started, I thought this was going to be one of those, like you said, a great anticipated game, back and forth, whoever has the ball last. And the fact that they did Green Bay like this, who's gonna stop San Fran? Wow.
Honestly, when I seen the score of this, when I watched the game, I honestly was thinking 49ers might just walk into the Super Bowl. First of all, they had the Packers go 2 for 18 on 3rd and 4th down combined. That's disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. They're just, this is a team that can play in any type of weather, they can play any style. If you want to go up-tempo, they can do it. If you want to slow the game down, pound you in the mouth, they can do it. And we got to look at George Kittle and Deebo Samuel have been really making Jimmy G look great. Jimmy G had that slip-up where he looked scared against Seattle in overtime, but I think since that, he's actually figured it out.
I think it's actually fair to say, in defense of Jimmy Garoppolo, he lost Deebo Samuels in the first. He lost Emmanuel Sanders in the first half. He didn't have George Kittle going up against the Seahawks. George Kittle comes back with a broken ankle and scores a 67-yard touchdown. So you can obviously see what he brings to the table, and not having him there puts Jimmy G at an extreme disadvantage. And then he gets him back and runs over one of the best teams in the league.
And they're almost built like the Ravens minus the athletic quarterback, but they're built similar. And when they get a lead on you, they are going to run, and they're going to kill that clock. And there's not a lot of teams that's found an answer for that. Quickly before, one more thing on the Ravens game. They went 6 for 6 on their first drive, scored 6 touchdowns on their first drive.
And the only time they didn't score a touchdown was when they brought in RG3.
Yeah, that's another thing. But these guys, the 49ers, they got the recipe for a deep Super Bowl run.
Definitely. And with Garoppolo, he's getting more comfortable in these positions.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. Going 14 for 20, my bad, 253 with 2 TDs and no intos. Now is our biggest thing, him valuing the ball.
Yeah, because he be having those interceptions. You're just like, what are you doing, Jimmy? But I honestly think that Seattle game kind of woke him up a little bit, that he needs to actually take care of the ball and play a little bit better. A team that can't be good teams, the Dallas Cowboys. This is 5 good teams they've played, 0 for 5 in those games. And this is, all right, what came down to this game for me, when they were in Patriots territory and they elected to go for a field goal instead of going for it on 4th down when they were in Patriots territory. To me, that was basically the ball game, because they were struggling the whole game. It's like, why not just go for it?
Sometimes you gotta take a risk.
Especially with the time and how the Patriots were playing them. It's like, you got to go for this, because the Patriots were really trying to run that clock out.
Yeah, man, the Cowboys beat the Pats in almost everything, except red zone. You know what I mean? The Cowboys going 0 for 2, Pats 1 for 3, sacks. Pats had 2, entos. The Cowboys had 1, Pats had 0, and then penalties.
Whoa. We had an interception.
My bad. I meant the Pats had 1, the Cowboys had 0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
I meant the Cowboys gave up an interception.
Yeah.
And then the penties, the Cowboys had 750 yards. And
That was a tough interception, too.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it was. My boy Gilmore is
Yeah.
truth.
He got another dog coming in, DeAndre Hopkins coming in on Sunday, playing them Sunday. But this, what he
That's
did.
going to be his toughest test.
Yeah, but what he did to Amari Cooper, you got to show up. You want a contract, you want to be a high-paid receiver. This is the type of game against a number 1 corner. This is the type of game you got to make one play.
And thank God the defense came to play, though, because this is the game where our defense had to come through because our offense was looking kind of shaky.
You know what I'm most upset about? I think we got robbed of what could have been one of the best games of the season had we had fair weather. I would have loved to have seen what the game would have been like if it wasn't raining. I mean, you had a lot. I mean, how much better would the Patriots done if the ball wasn't wet and Myers and Harry could have caught the wet ball passes? You know, I think you might have seen a lot better of a game had it not rained. But at the end of the day, the Patriots know exactly what they need to do to win games.
Yeah.
And
they've been getting criticized all season because of their offense. But hey, this is football. You win. As long as you win, they're still the number 1 seed overall. So if they keep this up, the road to the Super Bowl is going through Foxborough, and there's been 1 team that's actually came in there and won a play. 2 that's came in there and won a playoff game. That was the Ravens 2009 and 2012, I want to say, and then the Jets. The Rex Ryan Jets.
Yeah,
and lastly, my issue with the Cowboys, Jerry Jones calling out his coaching staff.
You hide them.
I mean, you know what? Jerry Jones is old and senile. I don't think he knows what he's talking about anymore. But what I will say is it's time to get rid of the head coach.
But my thing is, why are you calling out your coaching staff? If this was a player or anything, it would be headlines throughout the country. But why is the person that's hiring these coaches and paying them, why is he calling them out? You should be looking yourself in the mirror.
And he's using the coach as a puppet.
Yeah.
Gary's been a puppet for how long?
Yeah, but it's time to cut the strings on the Jason Garrett puppet and attach strings to a new coach, man.
And at the end of the day, when Jones is still handling the puppet, much isn't going to change.
Yeah, we've been saying this for years. So a coach that might have his job in jeopardy after this season, Ron Rivera, and it's no fault of his own, but the kicker. This is the type of game that gets coaches fired, because they left 5 points on the board. They had ample chances to win this game, and they blew it.
Yeah. All in all, this was an awesome game to watch. A nice divisional matchup, 2 teams giving it their all, and then only 1 player being the deciding factor, and Sly just needs to lose his job.
You can go ahead with your kicker.
You know
rant.
how I feel about kickers, man.
Yeah, tell us how you feel about
Kickers are like us. They watch the game the majority of the time till their name gets called. They need to have a cornerback, safety, or a lineman kick like in high school because they're playing. They're actually sweating. So they're conditioned for the game.
Yeah.
These kickers, they warm up. They're not even sweating. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Jerseys stay clean.
oh, is it? It's like us. Like legit, they're basically a fan. So the nerves they get is like calling us on the field. Tell us to kick a field goal. Let's be honest here.
And it's bad because all the field goals he missed with chip shots.
Chip shots.
Those are the ones you
field goals you're supposed to make, man.
in your sleep.
Like, I don't know. He's a terrible kicker. If I was that team, I'd put a bar of soap in a tube sock and show him why he shouldn't miss kicks anymore. I'm done with that dude. Like you lost one of the biggest games of the season. You could have made a step closer to being a playoff contender, and you didn't.
And also, the Saints, I found it funny that they called the pass interference got reviewed against them and it got overturned, and I found it hilarious. And Sean Payton did his usual trying to blame. I'm like, dude, this is the Pandora box y'all started. Y'all did all that crying, and this is all y'all fault. But this game showed me that the Saints aren't a Super Bowl team because they're gonna get into a big game and they're gonna come moments when they need to run and they will refuse to run. They'll just try to chuck the ball down the field, which was their issue in the NFC Championship game. So this game just showed me that
got
they're
one of the
not,
best running backs in the league, and you don't run and you don't run the ball as much. Alvin Kamara is equally as good as Christian McCaffrey, and they utilize Christian McCaffrey greatly, and they do not take advantage of Alvin Kamara. I think it's pretty pathetic.
Yeah. So I'm not a big fan of the Saints and what they're doing. But a team I'm a big fan of, the Seahawks. These guys are 6-0 on the road, and I've been defending Carson Wentz all season, but this game I just couldn't because he looked awful. The screen pass in the red zone, and he just threw it way over the guy's head and out of bounds. It was probably the worst game I've seen from a quarterback.
For one, they got him throwing the ball 45 times. I feel it needs to be even balanced because you went 33 for 45, 256, 1 TD, 2 intos. I'm sure if he threw the ball 40 or less, he probably would have had 1 or 0 intos. But with Sanders, 12 carries, he was averaging 5.4 yards a carry. Why did you stop feeding him?
Yep. Exactly.
You know what? It's happening a lot. Even the Patriots do it. Is like you'll see a little bit of spark in the run game, and then come second half, they just stop running the ball altogether. And it's like, I say it on my show all the time. In order to establish the pass game, you need to first establish the run game. And once you get the good run game, the pass game opens, which also leads to opening up the run game more. To step away from the run game is the biggest mistake you can make.
Go ahead.
I feel like they'll tell us as fans, you guys don't pay to watch them run the ball. You pay for Brady to throw it. So you know what I mean? Certain things like that, and just the overall league, like you pay for these high-profile quarterbacks to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And they're once again, they're not utilizing the run game as well. It's got to be, I want to say, some give and take.
Just look at what the Seahawks did. 25 passes, 25 rushes. Perry went off for 29 yards. The Seahawks, one thing, they've been consistent. Whatever amount of runs they have probably the same amount of passes. They keep balance, and they have the recipe to make a deep run in the playoff. And these guys are 6-0 on the road. Especially coming from Seattle, traveling to the East. You know how hard that is?
Yo, Russell Wilson is absolute magic. I think he had some questionable plays in this game. Some very bad, poorly thrown passes. But at the end of the day, I mean, he beat San Fran.
Yep.
He's playing high-level football, and usually one thing I love about Wilson this year, different than any other year, is usually he's like boiling water. You put the pot on the stove, but it's got to get hot first before it boils over. He got put on the pot already boiling this year, and he's just been running over everybody.
Yeah, he's definitely had a breakout season, and the New York Jets this was the upset of the week, but I don't know why I wasn't shocked by this, because I think in my head, I was like, I think the Jets are going to win this game. We didn't do our picks, but I just had a feeling the Jets were going to win this game because the Raiders, their history, they always give up one of these games where they travel east and they play a team that's not better than them, and they just have this, and it was just not their day. It was not their day.
Donald came to play, going 20 for 29, 315, 2 TDs, and Le'Veon Bell, 12 carries and 5 receptions for a combined 108.
This is the Jets team I expected to see all season long.
A lot of people
They
did.
have the makings of not just a playoff team, but a contender. You know, they are a contending team. Unfortunately, they started off the season poorly. Sam Darnold out a few weeks. The season didn't go the way they wanted.
Kissing people you shouldn't be kissing.
Yeah, or someone else is kissing someone they shouldn't be kissing, and then I don't know what's going on. But
I don't know that mono, man.
it's funny on that side of the fence. But I like this team a lot, even though I'm not supposed to be a Jets fan. I'm not a Jets fan.
No, you're not supposed to.
But I like this team as it's put
You're
together.
not even supposed to like them. Anything New York is just
it's trash.
Yeah, you're not supposed to like
But
them.
and they've proven that, by being trash all season long and then beating a team that, is susceptible to losing big, small games. I was gonna say big games, but small games.
I'm a Raider fan, man.
Yeah, this-
Jets is like
yeah.
recyclable trash.
Yeah.
And right now, the Raiders is like hot garbage, bro.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
They messed up their playoff chances too right
Hot
now.
garbage.
They had a good shot of being in the wild card. Now they're outside. They're still
Yeah.
in the hunt, but now they're making it tough for themselves. And they're making it tough for themselves. They had a chance for the division too if they wanted to, but now, but yeah, whatever.
Derek Carr's not that guy though.
No, he's not.
They didn't get to the red zone.
Yeah, he's not. That's why. But
Zero. Like, you didn't get to the red zone? Like, crazy.
a guy that's had quite the career, Frank Gore, he passed Barry Sanders, and now he's third all time. And it's like, if you look at Frank Gore, and it's just like, Frank Gore's third all time. If someone said that to you, you'd probably be just like, what? But
Slowly and steady.
yeah,
man.
slow and steady wins the race, because he's had quite the career, and he's never got hurt too.
But here's two things. One, when he played for the 49ers, Frank Gore was the man.
Oh, yeah,
he's just not been the man for so long that we forget who he was when he was on the 49ers. But I have to say this, I hate career record breakings, because if the number 4 guy did it in 15 years and you did it in 19 years, you're not better than him. You just played longer. I hate career records. Like, it's just, I don't know.
But in football, though, like, if your body holds up, that's also like an achievement as well. 'Cause a lot of guys don't last that long.
And it's crazy too, because he's only had one season where he's carried the ball over 300 times. Just think about that.
Yeah,
he had one season, but he's never had a season where he's rushed for anything less than 500 yards. He's been 500 and above since he got into the league. So, I mean, this is this is a hell of a
20
career.
years of just running the ball 500 yards a season.
14.
14, yeah. So, I mean, that's just, congratulations to Frank Gore. And I like Frank Gore. He's a durable guy. Obviously, been able to play full seasons his entire career. But career stats, like, I feel like any career stat should be like, okay, this running back made this many yards in this many years. So if you can do it in that amount of time, your career stats match up.
Because really passing Barry's like, bro, he stopped when he just felt like
Yeah.
He
retired
like
early.
At least like 5-6 more years to be Barry. Like
He was like, don't give me no ring, man. I'm out.
Yeah, he would have done. Barry Sanders would have definitely been number 1. But hey, congrats to him on a great career. I don't know if he's still gonna play after this season.
Might
But
as well.
He's gonna play.
He probably will, because I think he ain't got.
If his legs can do this, Barry Sanders is gonna play. Frank Gore is gonna play.
I would say something. We got.
I just like seeing the play from the U doing well, man.
We got kids. Yeah, I was saying.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Throw that U back up one more time.
Last NFL, the Browns back-to-back wins. Now, if you need a get-right game, the Miami Dolphins are that opponent. Because this was a get-right game for the Browns that they needed. They're still in the. What are they? 5-6 now. They're still
5-6. Yeah.
They're still in the hunt, but.
I don't know.
But yeah, exactly. I
don't know about all that.
It was a good back-to-back win for them.
Hey, you know what I say? It's got to be the bad teams.
Yeah.
And Baker played all right, you know what I mean? 24 for 34, 327, 3 TDs, 1 into. He needs to take
When
better
you play
care
a
of the
high
ball.
school team, you're supposed to put up those
Hey,
numbers.
they get paid, right?
Yeah.
High schoolers don't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they get paid. So
High
don't people.
schools don't.
So,
They do. Well, they can't.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
NCAA will come out.
if you're a waitress at a 5-star restaurant and you're a server at McDonald's, just because you both get paid to give out food doesn't mean you're working at the same level.
You watched the show? I just said They just got to beat the bad teams.
They just-
They might slide into the wild card.
Yo,
Hey.
we got to go to a PSA. We're going to bring in the Lynn Mighty Mites on. They'll talk about their #1 finish in the cheering competition. These guys are going to jump off real quick. Going to go argue on the side, but we'll be right back to this PSA. I can't deal with these two.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you are beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. The whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
That's
Welcome to Lynn Community Television, your local media center. Here, we have great resources and staff to help create your own content.
Hi, I'm Jim Carrigan, host of The American Dream. I'm also a member of Lynn Community TV, and I want to encourage everybody out there who's not a member of Lynn Community TV to join the group. We have a lot of fun down here. The studio is new and it's in fabulous
Things
condition.
provided to our members are state-of-the-art studio, video and audio equipment, editing space, and a full-on training session with a staff member.
I've been involved in access television for over 20 years. Our shows have gone out to tens of thousands of people in local communities and millions throughout the world. Come on down, learn how to use the equipment to promote whatever it is you're doing.
For more information, please visit our website at www.lyntv.org, give us a call, or come on down to the station at 181 Union Street in Lynn.
I want a place I can enjoy every day.
Where my son can play outside.
That inspires me. Some places have the power to move us. And even transform us. This is the power of place. The power of parks and open spaces to transform whole communities by connecting us to nature, to each other, and to ourselves. This is the work of the Trust for Public Land. At a time when many of us are spending more time online than outdoors, we're putting nature within reach of every person in America. Help us create the power of place and healthier, happier communities nationwide.
All right, we got the Lynn Mighty Mites. Ladies, how you ladies doing?
good.
Good. You guys got #1, I heard, in the competition.
Yeah.
All right, so who wants to tell me about the competition first? Who wants to talk? You can go ahead. First, tell everybody what your name is.
My name is Jayana.
Jayana, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell me about the competition.
So, our competitions were pretty hard because we competing against a lot of teams, and we were trying to do our best. We never knew we were getting third place, so it was pretty hard for us.
All right. What's your name?
My name's Kayla.
How are you?
Good.
So tell me about the competition. How did you feel going into that competition?
I felt pretty nervous at first, and then I recognized that it wasn't so crowded because I'm not really used to being crowded, and I figured out that I was just let it go and take a deep breath while I was doing the competition.
So you figured out you were that good?
Yes.
Okay. Coach,
Yes.
it's been a while since we had you here.
I
Last time you was
know.
talking flag football. now cheering. What's
I
it
dip
like?
into all the sports.
Yeah, you all over the place. So tell me, what's it like just for you to have these girls experience something like that?
So we've had 3 competitions, and the first competition, myself and Brittany Legault, who is the head coach, we worked really hard. We worked these girls really hard, and we did everything we could to leave it on the mat. We did not even expect to not only place first, but grand champs, which is overall. But we knew our girls were capable of it, which is very exciting. The next competition, we also first place grand champs, and then we are the regional champs. So our girls took first place at regional champs, and now we are on the road to hold our title at nationals in
Where? Disney World?
Yeah.
Okay, when do you guys go to Disney World?
December 9th.
December 9th. You guys are all in sync now, huh? Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
So could we expect you guys to come back with another #1 finish?
Yeah.
How are you guys gonna do that? What do you guys need to do to finish
Work our
#1?
butts off. Listen to the coach.
Okay, smart.
Try our best.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Stay tight.
Okay. Yeah.
And do our best and not fool around at practice.
They
That's
feel
a
right.
hard one.
All right. So this experience, what do you hope they, as they grow? What do you think? What do you hope these type of experience help them as they grow into young ladies?
I hope that it just helps them grow at all. I mean, if we look at where they were August 1st and where they are now, they've already come such a long way. As cheerleaders and not, they've grown a lot, and we're like a little family. They all support each other. If one's upset, the whole team's around the other one. We've had sleepovers. We've done, things for team bonding. I just hope that they get the best experience they have, and they know that as long as they give 100%, they're winners regardless.
All right. For all you, I need you guys to answer this one at a time before we go. What has cheerleading taught you guys? Taught you ladies? We start with her, then she can pass the mic. We start with her, then go to her, then all the way around.
It taught us to try our best and work hard.
Okay. Pass it there.
You have to work hard each and every day you go, and it takes a lot of hard work.
Yeah. You don't know?
No.
Well, just say your name.
I need smile. I need to think. What it takes.
Go ahead.
Put the mic up there.
What have you learned from cheerleading? What has cheerleading taught you?
To work hard.
Hey. Yeah.
To not tumble while we're cheering. Cheerleading taught us to be straight, and our stunts to be tightness, and every single night to look in the mirror. Cheerleading taught me that each time we do something wrong, it's a mistake, and we can fix it sometimes, and you always have to stay strong, tight and strong.
Exactly. And coach, what do you hope they learned the most? What pleasure has you taken in coaching them?
Everything. Every single one of these girls means the world to me. One of them is literally my own, but the rest of them are just as much.
All right. That's our 5 minutes. Good luck. Good luck December 9th. You guys bring that trophy back here. We'll have you guys back here. You guys can bring the trophy. We'll sit it down here so everybody can see it, all right?
And anyone that wants to help support us, we do have a GoFundMe, and we do have a lot of events and fundraisers going around. There's a DJ Throwdown tomorrow if anyone wants to come in and support us.
All right. If they want to, also, social media, anything?
Yes, we have Westland Rams. You can follow that page. We have a DJ Throwdown. We have a paint night. We have a GoFundMe. Anything to help these girls get their national title.
All right. There you go. Lynn Mighty Mites. Thank you all. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
I hope y'all come back soon. All right. We're going to take another PSA, and we got Private Jewels Boxing over coming here. We got a lot of guests. So PSA, boxing, and then we're going to do more.
This is live.
just wanted to have fun with my friends. In 2016, about 7.7 million Americans ages 12 to 20 had consumed alcohol. 32% of underage drinkers got alcohol from someone they did not know. You never know where you're going to end up.
The tick population only seems to be growing. And while they may not cause any noticeable symptoms right away, ticks can cause allergic reactions and spread dangerous or even deadly diseases. Reported in all 50 states, Lyme disease is a worldwide infectious disease spread through tick bites and growing at epidemic proportions in the US. Be sure to check yourself and your pets for ticks, especially if you live in grassy or wooded areas. For more information on ticks, how to prevent them, treatment, and more, please visit www.cdc.gov/Lyme.
Joe. Stevens. Eric, over here. I'll take him right there. Alright, take you. Yep, right here.
We are back, and we got Private Juice Fitness in the house. What's going on?
Woo, we are doing great.
We got Olympics, we got first place gold, we got trainer of the year. So what's going on with y'all? How's everything been going?
Good so far.
So far, how's the training been going?
Perfect.
All right, so Alex, tell me what you guys have been up to these past few months.
We've been extremely busy, from Olympic champions here to Golden Glove champs over here, national fighters, pro fighters fighting actually in the next couple of days on November 27 in the Quincy Armory. We have a pro. We have 4 fighters from representing the city of Lynn fighting over there in Quincy as well.
All right, talk to me about the Olympics training out there. Last time we was here, you was getting ready to go for the training. So how's it been? Since you were out there?
It's been good. I've been traveling with the USA team. I've been to about like 6 countries this year. 6 countries. I was in Russia last month for the Women's World Tournament. And then I got a bronze. I got bronze.
How's that experience, just traveling to different countries and meeting all these different boxers?
It's a great experience, different styles, which you learn. It's good.
Did you take anything from some of the boxers that you met over there just through sparring or just through watching them?
Yeah, I learned different styles, which is good to also learn different styles of boxing.
Yeah. My man over here, last time I saw you, we was up in what were we, Lowell for the Golden Gloves in Lowell. That's right. You had that first place, and now you got another first place. I heard, and you got the chain and everything. My man here, talk to me, man. Talk to me. How's your life been going on with boxing?
Man.
How's it changed you?
Man, my life is doing great, man. Like I can't complain. So grateful for the wonderful things going on in my life. You know, though so far boxing has done in my life, you know, it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
I can't like thank God enough for the blessings in my life.
Alex, man, how does it feel just to have all these champions amongst you? You coaching them up, and then the future ones coming up too.
Well, the thing, great champion breed other champions. So just having a great stable of champions, making other champions, and just, having that type of plateau in my gym, not just with our amateur fighters, but also with our pros. We also have the New England Pro Champion in our gym as well. And it's a great plateau because it just creates everybody for greatness. And all the kids right now just keep winning. We went to another regional tournament. We had 3 other kids that won the silver gloves from here from Lim as well. That's another great thing. It's just, it just keeps getting better and better and better.
You guys definitely been building. Tell me about Private Jewels. You're kind of starting to expand a little more. You get a lot more networking. You get a lot more stuff happening over there. Tell me what's going on at Private Jewels.
Yeah, man, it's just, we're growing. It's like I said, as our boxers keep growing, we have to grow with them. We have to give them the support that they need to keep growing. Just like how the Port Warner coaches are doing to help the youth grow. That's the same thing that we do with our boxing kids. We try to get all the resources that we can so we could help them. Look, we got a girl from Lynn representing us in a world level. This is beyond anything, and we need to help things like that. They said these are platforms that give our great city a great name and give representation. So so things like that. Sports like this, like I said, the Pop Warner, what we're doing here. These are great sports to help our youth to become better. Instead of being pointing fingers and blaming kids while they're doing. Let's give them the support. Let's get them there, because if we don't help them, where our youth are gonna be.
Yeah, definitely. And Les, can you talk about what he said? You being female from Lynn, representing Lynn to the world, showing the world that Lynn has champions, Lynn has fighters. How does it feel just to kind of have the city on your back like that?
It feels great, and I love the support, and I love teaching the kids what I've learned. I've been boxing for about 14 years, so I've got a lot of experience in it. I love to give the support back.
Yeah, definitely. For yourself, what life lessons have you learned from boxing that you've been taking?
Boxing has done a lot in my life. Me coming to a nation where we don't have that much, but and coming to a great nation like the United States, boxing has changed my life a lot. Me being like a troubled kid. I mean, boxing has played a tremendous role in my life.
Yeah, we could tell with the chain. So, Alex, upcoming fights, upcoming events. Tell the people what you got coming up.
Okay, so we got her coming up. Can you tell her some of your events first before I start?
I got the last Olympic trials for Team USA. It starts December 9th to the 15th. But I already know that's my spot. I'm number 1, but it's just like a normal tournament for me. So.
Definitely.
That you could watch it on YouTube. We had that streaming. You could actually watch her. You could follow us on Facebook and also on our website, privatejewelsfitness.com. We'll give out the links and everybody will know, and they could actually see her. Other events that we got November 27th. That's this Wednesday coming up. We have Tracy fighting the Quincy Armory. Then we have a second fighter, Adam Sorilla, fighting December 7th, and that's gonna be in Foxwoods Casino. And then we also have for the finalists, this is December 12th.
14.
No, December 14, and he's actually got the finals for the Rocky Marciano, and that's a big tournament here in New England. Okay. And he's actually the finalist, and if he wins, he's gonna bring a belt home, bringing her back here to Lynn.
Hey.
And we got other things too. Next month, we're going to New York Nationals.
All right, a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
Good luck with everything. Good luck. Good luck to you, but we already know that. You got it. Good luck. All right.
Yes. Sorry.
Tell them your social media, Facebook, and all that.
PrivateJewelsFitness.com. Also check us out in Private Jewels, PVT Jewels. Everything's Private Jewels Fitness between Twitter, Facebook, everything. You can look at us just at Private Jewels Fitness Boxing. We're gonna start a Go For a Con to help our athletes to reach to the national level.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Come back anytime. You guys already know. Welcome
we
here.
got this.
All right, we're going to go to break, and we're going to go to athlete. Well, actually, we're not going to go to break. We're going to go to Athletes Corner, and then we're going to come back and wrap this show up with some college football, basketball, and all that stuff. All right, Athletes Corner.
Woo!
Yeah. All right, we're here with Coach Vaughn. Coach, big game. You've been a part of this game for a while. You know the stakes of this game.
Yeah, definitely. You know, as a player at English, you know, my 4 years of high school, played in that game 4 years. And then coaching over at English for 10 years and then coaching at Glasgow, I completely understand the importance of this game. It's a big rivalry in the city. It brings the best out of the kids on both sides of the programs, and you know, we're excited for the opportunity and excited to play on Thursday.
Big game Thursday. This is it. This is what you guys play for. Crosstown rival in English Thanksgiving game. Tell me about it. Tell me how you feeling.
I mean, it's a great feeling, great atmosphere, great everything. Just everything about it you enjoy.
It's gonna be a good game. You know, we've been working hard. We've been trying. We've been waiting for this for how long now? So we ready.
Big game, big team across the way. Excited to verse boys that we've been growing up with our whole life, and you know, it's a very emotional game. You know, it's gonna be the seniors' last game, and but there's also a lot behind it. You know, and it's bragging rights for here on out after that.
Man, going into this game, knowing it's the last one, it's like I'm getting goosebumps. Like, you know, playing football all 4 years, you know, it's been a long way coming, but you know, we worked hard for this very reason right now to win on the Thanksgiving game our senior year. So, you know, it means a lot. We got a lot of, you know, butterflies in the stomach, stuff like that. You know, it's going to be a big game.
Not like Turkey Day football. Been a part of this for a long time. Played in 4, now coaching in my 5th, but been coming to these games since as long as I can remember. And there's nothing like waking up on Thanksgiving morning, coming down to the bowl and strapping it up and going against your crosstown rival. So I'm excited and ready to rock.
It seems like you guys are really eager to get out there, especially for your seniors. This is their last game. They definitely want to go out on a high note.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all seniors want to go out on a high note. So you know, they've been working hard all year. They've been doing an outstanding job at being senior leaders, and you know, obviously they want to go out as winners.
I feel like this game is just going to be one of those games where there's going to be a bittersweet moment, just because it's our last senior game. And you know, we've been out here since like the beginning of the summer. Even in the winter, we've been training for this. Every game we think about, it's just to get better every week.
We've been grinding since day one, freshman year, putting in the hours, putting in the work. We came up together as a team. We've seen a bunch of people go through this program, and being our senior year, we want to do the best we can on Thanksgiving and come out with a dub.
Last 2 years hasn't gone the way you guys wanted to go, but you guys seem a little more focused on, you know, letting them know that the past 2 years was not Lynn classical football, how you guys want to play. So how you guys going to be able to execute this Thursday?
Just come out, make no mistakes, and play our game, and I'm sure we'll be fine out there.
Like you said, we're gonna be fine. You know, just gotta execute, do our thing.
Just stay focused. You know, play as a team, do your job, play tough, fast, physical. You know, all year we've been playing as a team. I feel like we have good chemistry, so we just got to do what we've been doing all year, and nothing's going to change.
Just play hard, stay focused, do your job, play as a team.
This week of practice, I feel like it's helping us. Long week, we're not going to see any surprises during the game.
Yeah. Everybody's focused.
Yeah, what's some things that you've hoped that they've learned under your coaching, the years that you've had them, that they'll be able to take to the next level, whatever they do post high school?
Yeah, I think, you know, just work hard for everything you get, and you know, nothing's going to be easy, and you got to grind it out all the time, no matter what, and never be complacent and satisfied where you're at. And I think that's the approach we take as coaches, and I think that's the approach we take as players. So,
talk to me about y'all season. Y'all had a pretty good season. Y'all didn't work out the way you guys wanted to in the playoffs, but it was you guys had a chance. You guys played your hearts out in that game. You guys showed that you could play with anybody. Just talk to me overall about this season and how you guys feel about yourselves, everything you guys have done this year.
In my opinion, I feel like we shocked a lot of people out there. Personally, I feel like a lot of people did not expect us to come out here and have the season we had. So it felt good as a team to come out here and prove a lot of people wrong. That's really it.
Yeah, a lot of people thought because all of our seniors were leaving, that we weren't going to do as good as we would, and we actually proved them wrong. You know, we just came out here and we balled.
I think we did have some up and downs during the season, especially, you know, in the beginning. After we beat Brockton, you know, it's a very good football team, D1 team. You know, like I said, we shocked the city with that game. Nobody ever thought we were going to beat a D1 team. After that game, a lot of our players, we did feel like, okay, we beat Brockton, and all right, we got the season in the bag. You know, and it wasn't like that. We faced really good teams like Danvers and Revere, and we had a 2-game losing streak. And after that, I think we upped it up a lot. You know, communicated better. Everybody, you know, did their own part. As long as everybody did their own part, it all came together as a whole pie, and we did what we needed to do as a team.
The season, I feel like we had a good season. I had fun. I think everybody else had fun. You know, it was a good ride. We still got one more to go, but it's been a really good ride. Everybody, like, we create a brotherhood out here. Like, we're with each other from the summer till now, and you just create a bond with everybody. So, like, playing with them, like, you just have that good chemistry with everybody.
What can you say about this group that you've coached this year? What's special about this group for this season?
I think, you know, the biggest thing I can say about them, they were always willing to back each other and the togetherness, and always willing to work hard. This is, you know, I've been coaching a long time, and this is probably one of the hardest group of seniors that I've been around. You know, and that's a credit to those guys and the leadership they have and the will to get better every day. So you know, I'm happy for these guys for the season that they had, and we're excited for Thursday.
Football taught me how to push through any problems I had, and it helped me work through a lot of life problems and life issues, you know, just owning up to a lot of mistakes, owning up to anything you did wrong, just stuff like that. It also helped me become a stronger person outside school, outside anywhere, just in general in life, you know.
We took a few falls, and through those falls, I think we recovered very well, and we did a lot as a team to come back and, you know, regain our momentum. And even though we did have a tough loss in the playoffs, I think we've always have been good at bouncing back and, you know, coming back and getting a dub after.
These are my guys, but I love them. You know, we just been working. Like I grew up with most of these dudes, and we just been working. We always been playing football. It's always just great here, great atmosphere. I just love it.
It teaches you a lot of life lessons and gives you a lot of experiences you wouldn't get anywhere else, and it's a completely different thing. And you know, this is a once in a lifetime thing we only get in high school.
You win and lose in football, you feel me? Like it's not all about winning and stuff. It's about how you play the game, how you take action, how you want to respond to everything.
You know, I feel like I've, you know, they're a good group. They've worked hard. I feel like they've been with me for a while. So, you know, we have a small senior class, kind of led by Tommy. There's 6 of them, which is, you know, very uniquely small for our school and our program. But then the junior and sophomore class is very large, and I feel like the junior's been with me, you know, for a while now, because a lot of them been playing since they were freshmen. They were coming to camp, sevens, all that kind of stuff. So you build a good relationship with the kids, and you know, they've really come together, and they're a good group. We have fun. You know, we keep it light with them, but they know when to strap it up and get serious. So, you know, we had a good day today. We've had a good week. Tomorrow is kind of your last tune-up, and then it's on to Turkey Day. And you know, if I know this group, they'll be ready to go come Thursday morning.
Thomas is a huge player for the team. Like, he leads the line. Everyone like follows in his lead. Defensive line too. Like, people just respect him as a leader, and great role model for the line. For the team too,
huge role model. Does his job. He's a good teammate on and off the field. Make sure we get our job done, and we're all happy when playing together.
And lastly, what are some key things that you are keying on for your team offensively and defensively that you want them to focus on for this week?
We just got to execute on both sides of the ball and special teams, and try to make as least amount of mistakes as possible. I think if we can do that, you know, we'll be in the game.
Man, this game is like, it's going to be a start of a trend. You know, I want this game to set a precedent of how Thanksgiving game should be with us on top. Honestly, it's how it should be. So this game is just going to be like, it's going to be a shock to the city, because I know a lot of people are doubting us right now. So it's going to be a shock to the city that, you know, Lynn Classical boys, we out here. Not only does this game mean a lot for me as, you know, a player being here for 4 years, but it means a lot to us as a program, and especially as a family.
Huge plays.
A lot to nothing on the scoreboard. We're keeping that goose egg up on them. That's all. That's my plan. A lot to a little.
Oh, you should expect a W.
Rams on top.
Ram fam all day. Westside will for life. Know that.
Team that's gonna come ready to play, work hard, do their jobs, and you know, play fast, physical, and they'll be all right.
Yeah, we winning. That's simple. We're just gonna win. Simple.
Just hopefully see everybody there.
All right, you guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
No doubt. All right, and we are back quickly before we do the top 10. So the NCAA suspends and then fines James Wiseman $11.5 thousand. Where in the world is this kid gonna get 11 grand? Why are you fining him 11 grand? They say he has to make a charitable donation to the charity of his choice. That's a fine.
First of all, he's under suspension because they felt that Penny was doing too much in the supportive role more than the coach should do. So what money does he have if Penny was the one helping you to a certain extent? And it is a fine. There ain't no, you can't force somebody to give something. That's
to charity.
Yeah, that's a fine.
NCAA is so backwards. Hey,
What did he do?
It was, you don't know the story. Well, Penny Hardaway, when he was in high school, when he was coaching high school, he helped James Wiseman and his family move from Nashville to Memphis, gave his mom 11 grand for them to move. And apparently the NCAA decided that's a violation. They declared him ineligible. He's suspended for 12 games, and now that 11 grand that Penny gave to his mom, he has to pay it back pretty much. And they're trying to make it seem like he has to donate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I'm Penny, I'm going to tell him, don't give the money. Sit. Whatever they do to us, go to the draft after your freshman year. We'll deal with the suspension next year. Just because he's only doing right for the kid.
Yeah, pretty much. It was so dumb. The NCAA, I can't stand them. I can't stand them.
Nobody can.
Yeah. Deontay Wilder, in the 7th round, knocked the sweat off of Luis Ortiz, knocked the sweat out his head. And this was probably the outcome everybody expected. This one a little shorter than their last round. I think their last round went like 10, 12 rounds.
I think so.
I did not see the last fight. I watched some of this fight, and the thing that I liked that I saw was Deontay Wilder looked a little bit more technical. Yeah. You know, he's very wild in the way that he throws his punches, and I saw a lot more technical version of Wilder, which I think makes him even more dangerous than he's ever been.
Yeah, and this is so. Joshua got to fight in December, correct?
He got to fight Ruiz again.
Ruiz in December. So I mean, this guy, he needs to win this. So these two could just.
But Deontay Wilder also has to fight Tyson Fury again. Yeah. So, you know. 2
fights that nobody in the public wants to see.
I don't mind the Fury fight just because it's a fight. He's good.
Yeah, he's a really good fighter.
That Anthony Joshua Ruiz fight, people just are hoping that Anthony wins personally just so we could hopefully get the match that everybody wants.
Yeah, but whatever. Top 10 from week 12, and then we're going to come out wrap up the show. It's been a nice show. These two guys, I can't. I should have seen what they was doing out there.
Wholesome family.
Oh my gosh. Are we back?
Are we back?
I don't know.
We are back. We are back. And we are going to pick some games for week number 13, if I can bring up
How
the
many
schedule.
games are we picking?
We're just going to pick some games.
Okay.
All right, so Bears, Lions, Thanksgiving.
Bears.
Bills, Cowboys, Thanksgiving.
Cowboys.
Bills.
Oof. Saints, Falcons, Thanksgiving.
Ooh, Falcons. They already won one.
Saints.
Falcons. Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
That game's useless.
Jets,
That
Bengals.
game's
Jets.
Eagles, Dolphins.
Eagles. That was easy.
Yeah, Eagles.
Titans, Colts.
Browns, Steelers.
Browns, yeah.
Steelers, they're going to have payback.
With what?
Because dude hit the quarterback in the head with
Juju. Mason Rudolph is terrible, so they went with Dodgers.
Yo, listen, I said what I said.
Okay.
49ers, Ravens, game of the week.
Oh.
And it's not even prime time. They need to flex that.
Ravens.
It's in Baltimore.
Yeah, Ravens if it's in Baltimore.
I'm going to go with Jimmy G.
Oof.
Pats,
Tough one.
Texans.
It's another tough one. Where is it?
Houston.
Oof. Patriots.
Of course, I'm going. We never pick against the Patriots. And primetime, Monday night, Vikings, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I'm going with the Vikings.
Yeah, I've been high on Kirk Cousins.
I love the
even
Vikings.
though I've been bashing him.
But Russell
all right.
Wilson's incredible.
All right, that's our picks. Kudos to Kip Academy. They had a hard-fought game against West Bridgewater. Didn't make enough plays in the end in that game. They got down 16-0, some miscues. Then when they tried to come back, it just didn't happen for them. So they lost their chance to go to the Super Bowl. They finish their season off tomorrow against Lynn Tech at 4 p.m. at Manning Field. So if anybody's in the area, go support those kids. Watch that game. Kip Academy versus Lynn Tech. Because English Classical got Thursday English Classical. You know when.
Cooley High.
Yeah, Bulldogs coming out victorious.
Bull.
Yeah.
Bull crap.
You know how we do it. This is
It's going to be the Rams all day.
It might be another shutout.
Ramming it in the end zone.
Yeah, this might be another shutout. That's what the Bulldogs told me yesterday. That's what they told me. That's what they told me. All right. So
I was there.
we want to thank everybody for coming. We want to thank the Lynn Mighty Mites here, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank the fighters from Private Jewels. We got Olympics. We got 2 Chains. 2 Chains. He's over there.
And he was drinking wood like a kitchen cabinet.
We just want to thank everybody. This was our first ever live show. I don't know when the next time we're going to do another one. We got stuff going on. I don't know when the next time we're going to do another live show. But thank you guys for watching. Shout out to my cousins. They're coaching in the high school Super Bowl. December 7th, Abington High against I don't know who. But yeah, we are out of here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Be safe. Enjoy the turkey. And
Spirit fingers.
Y'all want to say something to the people? Anybody say something to the camera?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We are out. We are out of here. Have a great weekend.